Rick.
Hey, what's going on?
I just had to get up, get a cup of coffee.
That's what I just got. I ran and got my coffee.
Ah, good.
Yeah, I think it's going to be a little bit warmer here today.
How's your weather up north?
It's been pretty cool for a long time. It's going to be
Hey,
about
my
70.
buddy Doug's in the house. Hello, Doug. I was
Outside.
thinking about you the other day. I hope you and your wife are doing fine.
Dogs in the house.
Ah,
Yep, 71 today, Kev.
well,
It's not bad after this shitty
yeah, it's
winter.
not. It's. I think it's the same here.
Only 56 now, but a high of 71
Okay.
today. Yeah,
Can you guys hear me? Okay. Give me a
sounds good.
thumbs up.
Yep.
Yeah. Right now, I think it's supposed to get up into the 70s. It was chilly for the last couple of days.
Yeah. My buddy was just up visiting from Tennessee again. He's got a daughter that lives up here, and they own a huge property. And the family went on a cruise, but they had to watch their dogs. you know,
Oh,
I guess the dogs couldn't go on the cruise, or maybe they could have, but they wanted to chill out. And went out to
yeah.
dinner the other night with my buddy, and he's the guy that put my heater in. Man, he charged me
Oh,
his
okay. I
cost.
remember you telling me
Yeah,
about him.
yeah. Yep,
He's like the plumber, right?
absolutely. He's a plumber, a heater guy, retired, and he's loving it down in the Southland, like where you are, man. Yeah, he
There
loves
you
it
go,
down there.
buddy.
Said people are more respectful. Yep,
Oh, yeah. People here are very, very kind.
yep,
Uh, they go out of their way to help you out.
yep.
But I guess if you treat people nicely and correctly, they're gonna do it back to you. But if you're a prick to people, then they're gonna be a prick back.
Yeah,
From what I understand. I mean,
I got a big generator this winter, and it's in my. I put it in my garage. I haven't even unboxed it, and
oh,
I want to get that hooked up to my power box and everything.
yeah, moment like my aunt has a huge generator. Moment the blackout happens, the
Yep,
it will kick in.
yep. Those are beautiful.
But
Yep.
we had to test it because we haven't ran it for a while. So it's
Yeah,
always good to try it before something bad happens.
absolutely, man.
Big E could tell you about that kind of stuff,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
he's the kind of person that troubleshoots problems.
Oh yeah, he knows all that shit.
Well, if he don't, he make it look like he does. So I mean, instead of somebody that looks things up on the internet and then tell him act like he knows what he's talking about and everything.
Yeah, I never
Not
understood,
gonna say no names, Frank.
Kevin. I never understood.
How is old Frank doing?
I think they took him down, man. I think he got his final strike, and he is. Yeah,
But what did he do so bad? I mean besides opening up his mouth.
that is a question that I can't answer. Maybe Popeye, if he's out there, would
Well,
know.
Popeye knows a lot. Yeah, I mean he's a very worldly person. That Popeye and
Oh
uh,
yeah,
all these gentlemen that we have in our home.
yep. Yep. Yeah, I never
But yes,
understood when you were talking about Big E. I remember a few years ago he went over to check on Fazio, and then Fazio started talking smack about him. You know what I mean?
yeah,
He brought his whole family there to check, see his welfare. How he was doing, and
Sound like a welfare check, right?
Yeah, I mean that that was more than you could ask for somebody to do. You know?
Well, I understand people done that to old Frankie Rooney.
Oh,
Frankie
really?
Rooney.
Yeah.
And like Jerry, he went over there and checked up on him, and
Did he
I
meet
guess
with
he was
him?
doing a shopping spree in
Hmm.
Cebu.
Yeah. According to my wife, up that Bantine Island's beautiful, man. Oh, you got to go to if you like American food, you got to you got to take the ferry and then drive like 4 hours to get to Cebu City. But
Oh,
yeah, Frank sure picked a good place to live, man. Yeah,
well, yeah, but he
yeah,
don't appreciate what he has.
yeah.
I mean, he should be out since he's such a top-notch photographer. He should be out taking pictures and enjoying it with his beautiful Gilda. Gilda's not bad looking. I mean, once upon a time she was very pretty, I think, but age caught up to all of us.
Mm.
But yeah, Gilda's okay. I mean, she puts up with a lot.
Yeah, you know it.
So since Frank isn't on at the moment, come out wherever you are.
Yeah,
Um, that poor Gilda must be going through hell because Frank has nothing to do. He can't go live and spill his thoughts
vent
and everything.
vent his frustrations on YouTube. Yeah,
Yeah, so
yeah,
now he's taking it
yeah,
out on poor Gilda and everybody.
yeah, yeah.
So their life got to be horrible.
Frankie is inside a cocoon like a moth. EE
Yeah, I
travels.
wonder
How you
what he's
doing?
gonna look like when he comes out. Oh my, we got ET in the house. We got quite a few people hanging out with us. Thank you guys for coming out and
Is ET?
joining us here.
Is he Filipino? Are you Filipino, ET?
I believe I believe he is from Malaysia.
Oh wow,
I think he's in Guadalajara.
nice.
I am not familiar with the lingo. What they call each other.
Yeah, yeah.
Over there. So I apologize about not being
He said he's
familiar
Malaysian.
with
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah in that part of the world.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I just came on just to say hi. I come and I go as I please. Just
Yeah.
like Big E
Oh,
comes
there's
on,
Coop.
just like Popeye comes on.
There's Cooper.
Oh
Bob.
my.
He's heading back home pretty soon. Mr.
Well,
Cooper.
he
Got his.
should just reshuffle his cards and deal again and not keep on making the same mistakes. Like
Captain.
giving away his money and buying these poor dogs and everything, and he should just like regroup. I guess that's the best way of saying it. He got to regroup.
How you doing, Captain Billy Jack? He's in Bali. Fancy place,
Oh,
huh?
really?
Yeah.
I like that Captain Billy Jack. He's well knowledge.
Yeah.
He's very friendly. He's fun to hang out with.
Yeah.
Again, I meet these people from all over the world, and they are truly good-hearted people. I hung out with Captain Billy Jack a lot. I hope I didn't. How do you say the word? wear out my welcome. I mean, because like we were in Vietnam together, we
Nice.
were in Thailand together. A couple of times in Vietnam, we hooked up, and
Mm-hmm.
yeah, he's like I said, both of us didn't know where or what we were doing. More me than him because he's more worldly than I am,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
and he was a good person to hang out with and spend time with. And he's very how do you say the word, fluent with the ladies. He's like a
He's a
ladies man,
he's a ladies
like a
man.
lady magnet.
That's right.
But if his beautiful young lady that's with him, he's not a ladies man. He's just one of the guys.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't want her to look at him like, what does he mean by that? So
Yeah.
no,
Yeah.
no, no. He was a good man. I was the corrupted person.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
No,
You
but
were the
seriously,
bad guy. Uh-oh.
well, yeah, but see, Big E and Captain Billy Jack put me back on the narrow, straight and narrow.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah. You mean about ringing the bell, buying all the girls drinks?
Oh man, yeah, I did that once or twice, maybe twice, and I learned. I definitely learned because I'm not a high roller.
Yeah.
Like these good gentlemen that are in our audience,
Yeah.
and you have to know your boundaries. And I learned the hard way. I'm not an expert on what to do. I am an expert on what not to do.
Now you know, though, right? I mean, so it's a learning experience. So you know, yeah. I
Uh,
I used to love to do that when I was young and single in my 20s. Go out to a bar and buy rounds. It can be real expensive in America. Yeah.
oh yeah, yeah. But you have to know, just like what's his name, Kenny Rogers. You have to know when to deal. You
Yeah.
have to know when to stop.
Yeah.
But again, with these good people like Don C. and Biggie and my good buddy Doug and
Yeah.
Captain Billy Jack and the Pennsylvania Trucker, all of these people didn't leave me astray. They put me back. So
Yeah.
yeah, I thank all of them for their patience.
Yeah.
I see, I've been gone out of the loop for a while, and
Oh, hell
same
yeah,
with
man. Yeah.
Bob Cooper. He needs to have somebody, a friend, a good person, instead of somebody trying to dig into his pocket. They need to
Yeah.
talk to him and show him what not to do and what to do and everything.
Yeah. He's got a very good heart, and he likes to act silly and everything, but he really, you know, the people that like take care of him and stuff, and he really he's amazing. The shit he does. He bought the guy that was his driver one of those split air conditioners for his little house. You know, it had to cost like
Yeah, and that's where his money's going. And
yeah,
then when he needs help, nobody's going to step up and help him because a lot of the people out there have their hand out
yeah,
instead of putting their hand out to help.
mm-hmm, yeah,
I'm not trying to put him down, Bob down or nothing, but he got to come back to reality, and because I figured he would have learned from his first mistake when he was with Santai Seven.
Oh, in Cebu years ago, yeah,
Yeah, and I figured it sounded like he learned from his mistake,
yeah.
and that Hong Kong girl lady messed him up and everything,
Oh,
and
he
like
was head over heels for her, and he wouldn't listen to me. I kept saying, nah, get a younger girl, man. You know, shit.
yeah. But again, you got to stop and listen and literally listen to people, because a lot of these people know what they're talking about, believe it or not.
Yeah, it's mostly common sense. Your heart gets involved with somebody, or you think it is, and
Oh well,
you're
yeah.
all excited.
Usually the little guy takes over.
Yeah, absolutely. Especially if you haven't seen the little guy that's been out of action for a while, right?
Exactly, and he does all the thinking.
Oh yeah. The Mantis, 1968. Who is that? Somebody used to call Barry that. How you doing, Maximus?
Hey, Maximus.
Maximus, are you in? I was watching Chub Dubs the other day. I think you're in Angular City, aren't you? Yeah, it isn't.
You know, old Maximus. He's been around for a while.
That's what my daughter
He.
used to
What I
tell me.
mean is, he knows what's coming and going and everything.
Yeah. Maximus is saying common sense is not so common. My daughter, when
Oh
she was
man,
young,
I tell you, I mean, when a pretty young person steps into your life,
yeah,
you get all overwhelmed with beauty, especially with the beautiful women that we like to hang out. When I say we, I'm talking about our community, and we all have. A friend of mine said yellow fever.
hmm oh yeah. So Maximus, where are you now? Are you going to Thailand, Vietnam, Cambodia?
Are you guys getting planned for your next vacation, Rich?
I don't know, man. I
Ah,
have no idea. My wife is nervous about flying now because of all these accidents. There was one at LaGuardia the other day when a small Air Canada jet collided with a fire truck on the runway in New York
yeah,
City.
I seen that in the news,
Thank God.
and now the lines are outrageous wherever you go.
hmm Yeah, everything's a matter of timing, you know. Chubbs, you met Chubb. You know Chub Dubs, Kevin? He's a like a guy, American guy from Minnesota, and he has a show up there in Angular City. Seems like a decent guy.
Huh? I met Captain Billy Jack introduced me to one of his friends that is from that area, and
Yeah,
matter of fact, he was a Filipino man. Uh,
yeah,
he's like a bodybuilder. He works out quite a bit,
yeah,
and he has a beautiful Filipino wife. And he introduced me to him in Thailand.
yeah,
But yeah, there's a lot of good people out there, and believe it or not, they're fun to hang out with. um, so again, when you treat people good, they will treat you back the same way you treat them.
Captain Billy Jack. He's saying, Maximus, did you pay a visit to Ace Bachelor School Newborn? That guy's a weird guy, Captain Billy Jack.
Oh, is he really?
That Ace Bachelor guy, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not familiar with him.
I hear his name around a lot. Somebody said I don't know who it was, said he got a bar girl pregnant and he was telling everybody. Yeah, yeah,
Well, that happened. That
yeah,
happens all the time, though.
yeah,
And sometimes it's not your kid. It's somebody else's kid,
exactly.
and she's just trying to milk you.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, no word about old Frank. Is he gonna come out of? I know he's listening. Come on out. Come on out. I'll put the link out just for giggles. Who knows? He might hop on and tell us what the skinny is.
How about that karate guy? What's his name that died?
Chuck
He was
Norris.
yeah, 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 yeah. He was pretty old though. He was up in his 80s.
Oh wow.
86, I
And
think. Yeah.
he and old Frank is probably saying Carmen got to him. Carmen got to him.
Farmer,
Well,
yeah,
Frank, he's a little bit older than you, so a lot
yeah.
of these people are passing away in the late 70s, early 80s. So
Yeah.
Frank, be careful, buddy. You're you're moving out. You're moving on up.
Yeah.
And Chuck Norris was in excellent health and everything. So
Yeah.
again, you don't gotta be a smoker, you don't gotta be a drinker, you don't gotta be overweight. Karma,
Yeah.
it's not about karma, it's about life.
Mm-hmm.
I seen old Big E is doing good work in his. There was a trade fair in Bangkok, and
Mm-hmm.
him and his beautiful wife and his entourage is doing things out there, and Biggie's hanging out with his beautiful daughters and son, the little man. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep. 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 He's
April has a YouTube show, and I've
yeah.
seen her having
Yeah.
stuff going on behind the scenes from Big E. I mean,
Yeah.
like I said, it's good. He has uh, people that are out there hanging out and doing things with him because he is a good person, and he is a good person to hang out with.
He's a big
Oh,
guy
Ricky
too.
Drummer, give you a shout out, Ricky Drummer. I hope you're doing good. Uh, I said Ricky Drummer had a show the other day. He had like 180 people watching him, and I said hi to him, and he singled me out and said hi to me and wished me luck and saying that I hope my leg is doing good. Talk about my leg. I just had on my opposite leg, on my left knee, I had a big knee injection, a lubricant put into my knee, and that's feeling better. They put like a kind of like a painkiller and a lubricant at the same two different shots. So that part's doing good.
How is that knee? Is that good, or do you think that'll eventually
Well,
have
it's
to
a
be
whole lot
replaced?
better than the one I had the knee replacement.
Yeah. Yeah, that was
So yeah, I
brutal when
mean,
you
like
went
I said,
off.
you just can't overdo it. You have
Yeah.
to know, you have to know, you have to know your limitations.
Yeah.
What you can do and what you can't do. Like
Yeah.
going on the diving board. I
That's what
learned that
I
the
was
hard
just
way.
thinking that was a painful day, right?
Oh man, I tell you, you just got to be careful. I hope my new computer that Big E helped me bought. I hope. Uh, See, it's a lot faster, this computer, and like before, I had an i5 on this one
Yeah.
on my old computer. This one is an i5. My new one is an i7.
Wow.
Same kind, except this one is like a laptop. My new one, and my
Yeah.
old one is like a like this. I know Frank is going, oh, Kevin got all these new toys. They're not
Uh,
new. Well, they are new toys, but I mean,
yeah.
I had to come back, get myself taken care of, get new products because my old computer, my good buddy, Balut John got me my old computer, and I had that for like 8, 9 years almost,
Yeah.
and it's still working. But
Yeah.
my new one is a whole lot better because it's up to date and everything, and it's a lot stronger.
Yeah.
And now I don't have no flickering, freezing up.
What is the new one? Windows 11?
It's yes, Windows 11, but I have a Microsoft Surface tablet. No. My old one was a tablet. My new one is a laptop, Microsoft Surface 7 laptop.
Yeah.
And
I'll
then
be
I
right back.
got a
Going to get some more coffee. Right back.
I got a Sony
Coffee.
10-inch S10 tablet. So I could go outside and walk around. It's splash proof, dust proof. So I'm almost ready to go back on another trip. But I am thinking about going to Mexico. That goofball old oh heck, what's his name? Philip. He rants about how nice Mexico and I don't know if he's been past Cheap Charlie. He's been all throughout Mexico and Latin America, and I watch a lot of Cheap Charlie's stuff. Maximus knows who Cheap Charlie is. I've seen Maximus on his show quite a bit. But yeah, you guys, everything is going as planned. Don't want to do another knee replacement. This one, I took it in when I came back September. I got it in the beginning of October, and winter is go. So you're gonna do any surgery, especially about your legs. Don't do it in the wintertime because you're homebound. You can't go out because of the weather and the snow and everything. Because the doctor tells you before you have it done, don't do these different things because of slips and falls, and you're not as mobile. So if you're going to do a surgery, do it at the end of winter. But yeah, everything is going good. Where's Popeye? Come on up, Popeye. You got an open invitation always. Don C, I hope you're doing good. Ricky Drama, I mentioned.
Yeah.
Ricky Drama is definitely like Captain Billy Jack. They are well educated with the ladies, and old Ricky Drama has Apple, the beautiful Apple, and don't forget in Thailand he had in Hong Kong he had Honey, and he had other beautiful women. So again, and he's not the handsomest no more, just like all of us, but he still has lovely ladies that he wines and dines.
Yeah.
You got a lovely wife. Old
do.
Peaches, Bob Cooper calls her.
She's amazing, man. She's amazing. A little feisty if you cross her. She's not one of these.
Yeah. You got to learn. You got to learn to keep quiet. Don't
Yeah.
just say something.
Yeah, as Americans, we always say what we think and feel, and one of the big things Filipinos don't understand is sarcasm, and that.
Oh yeah, you got to be careful because they don't understand. Well, they don't. One thing, they don't know if you're playing or if you're serious. So you got to be careful what you say to all women, more or less.
Yeah. Their feelings get hurt.
Yeah, you don't want to make one of them look bad.
Wow. Don't talk about Honey, because Ricky will slap you like he slapped Fazio.
Well, yeah, but but again, Fazio talked so bad about her And old Frank talked bad about. I think Frank talked bad about all women. I don't think he likes women because how he talked to them. I really don't think Frank likes women. Uh,
Yeah, Ricky is still around, huh?
yeah, I mean, we all come and go as we please.
Oh,
Ricky,
there's Fred.
Big E, huh?
There's Fred.
Yeah,
Fred
I
from
seen Fred.
yeah. I was
I
out
just
getting
seen
coffee.
that.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello, my good. Hello, mate. Wait, dude. What do they say? Oh. Um, hey, Fred, how you doing? Eh?
He's from Vancouver.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's our northern brother.
yeah.
Yeah, we got a whole bunch of good people hanging out with us today. Thank you guys for coming out. We got 19 people hanging out with us. Smash that like button, you guys.
Yeah.
Hey, Frank, if you want to come on up. I'll put the link out again. If any of you guys just want to say hello, Richard, or say hello to Big Kevin, come on up and say hi. Don't be afraid to come up. Old Frank,
Oh,
he comes up, but I mean, he might be a little bit skittish because he got kicked off the air for a moment. But don't be afraid. Don't be shy.
Kevin, can you easily get a new channel if your channel gets taken down, or is it hard to?
Well, but see, Frank has, well, I don't know if he has multiple channels, but he has multiple names.
Hmm.
Um, so more or less, he does have multiple channels, but maybe he's just laying low. He's on the low.
Yeah, I know Popeye knew all about it because he had a video he showed it getting taken down live. Yeah, it's one of those shorts. Yeah,
Well, that old Popeye, he's an entertainer, Mister
yeah.
Entertainer, and he knows
Cheeto.
how to do this AI stuff, just like Don C. And they know how to do all this stuff. So hats off to these entertainers in our community.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Honey was a nice looking. She was a pretty nice looking lady in Thailand.
Oh, Ricky. Yeah, I remember that girl. That was a couple of years, more than a few years ago, but it was entertaining. He was entertaining.
What girl you talk about, Rich?
Yeah, the girlfriend that Ricky had when he was in Thailand.
Oh,
Yeah.
Honey. Well, I know he had multiple at different times.
Mm-hmm. There's Lost and No Man. What's up?
Lost nomads in the house popping up. Thank you guys for coming up and hanging out with us. Hope you all are having a good. What is this? Today's Thursday morning. It's Thursday evening for our brothers in Asia. Hope you all doing good.
Yeah.
You're going to be listening at work. Hey, at work, at home, out on the beach. You guys are always welcome to come out and hang out with us. Thank you guys for coming out. How you doing, Lost? Again, Lost Nomad. He has a beautiful wife
Oh
from
yeah.
Colombia.
I seen her. She's gorgeous, man. Wow.
Oh, okay, yeah. I seen a picture of her before
Yeah.
that he put out.
Mamma mia.
She definitely a good housewife because he showed a picture of his man cave
Yeah.
and parts of his house, and she definitely keeps it very tidy.
Yeah.
Um, Frank's girlfriend. I don't. Frank always says his wife, and now he's saying his girlfriend. but the judge, he identified her as his caregiver.
Oh, okay. Wow. Caregiver.
So I thought that was kind of funny that uh, Frank he identified her as my caregiver. Because again, he didn't want to say this is my girlfriend and she's married with 8 kids and
Yeah.
that's against the law. So and he's in the court, so he has to identify her as my caregiver.
Wow.
Maybe his lawyer told him just identify her as caregiver, which she is.
Yeah, remember for years remember back in the time Dave Phelps and him were fighting, and he insisted he was married to her back then.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
Yeah.
But again,
yeah.
when you're a desperate person and you don't have knowledge of with the ladies, he has to get what he can get, but none of us are knowledgeable with the ladies. I mean, it's learned by trial.
Yeah. What are you drinking, Kevin? Coffee?
Yeah, got a cup of hot coffee.
So what's the deal?
Vietnam coffee that I got through Amazon.
I was gonna ask you about Vietnamese coffee. People say it's the best in the world. What is it with it? Is it strong or?
It's like cappuccino. It's like native coffee
with milk.
Yeah, cream. Milk and sugar.
Oh, okay, that's the way I like my coffee. They call it Boston coffee up in the East. You know, Dunkin' Donuts coffee, light and sweet. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Speaking of Boston, one of my wife's girlfriends had a birthday, and she made a Boston cream pie for them with. Oh my God! She even brought me home a piece. It was a double decker too, Kevin, with the chocolate on top. Yeah, and raspberries, fresh raspberries.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, I just had my cousin's. His wife had a birthday, and they ordered a Black Forest.
Oh, that's good. Yeah.
And that's like a triple tier cake.
Yeah, my old lady, she's always making these ube cakes. They're purple cakes the Filipinos
like. Oh, yeah. I know. I know what that is.
She makes them on Saturday morning. They're like 3 layers. I'm saying, how do you cut that? How do you cut that to, you know what I mean? It's got 3 freaking layers. It's an unbelievable tall cake.
Yeah. And then you put frosting or fudge in between. And that, when you're done, it's a huge cake.
Yeah.
Oh, how you doing, my friend? How you doing? I believe he's in. Hope all of you guys are doing good. We got 23 people hanging out. Smash that like button. And if you like my genius work, if you want to donate to the cause, all of any of Frank's listeners, if you want to donate, I have PayPal, or you can do my or you can do.
Where is the PayPal link on your videos? I don't see it here. I'm just curious because I got it. And I might reactivate my channel and just put it on there for the hell of it.
Yeah, do that, buddy. I'm using a different computer, So
Yeah.
it's completely different than my old one. So
Yeah.
that's why today I had in the morning time
Oh, I
I had.
see it. I see it. I clicked
Okay.
on the more underneath on the left hand
Yeah.
side and patreon.com. Okay. All right. Then it says Big Kevin. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah. Now, did they take any money for using their service or no?
Very like pennies compared to YouTube.
What's up,
We have big
Biggie?
in the house. Go ahead, Rich. We were just talking about you and going in Bangkok. There's a trade fair. You were
Yeah.
showing us humble people
Yes.
what's
It's
going
4 feet.
on. We enjoy. I wanted to leave a message, Biggie, but your message is turned off.
Yeah, the
It was
comments. Yeah.
faithful, but yeah, I hope you guys are doing good. I hope your trade fair in Bangkok is very doing good, and I hope a lot of boy him walking around and showing all these different people with their different merchandise. Boy, there's a lot of things going on. So that was kind of cool that he was kind enough to show us what's going on in his backyard. And
Yeah.
then
That's
April's doing the same thing. So I
yeah.
mean, very good showing us the ins and out.
Yeah, I've seen one of his trade shows one time. I think it was in Europe a couple of years ago. It was a big show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I used to go
We
to those.
we when I was in Anchorage, when I was visiting my son, my buddy Richard, he was in Anchorage at the same time, and there was a trade fair in Anchorage, and you pay to go in, and they give you like a bag, and you go to all these different places, and they have giveaways like
Oh,
pins, hats, uh, shirts, everything they give away. And at the end of the trade fair, they they don't want to bring stuff back, you know. So they give away a whole bunch of things, and if you don't ask, you don't know. So I said, hey, can I have this? And he just picked it up. He had there was a hard hat because when I was working in the mine, so I got that. But yeah, there's a whole bunch of good things at these trade fairs, and they have a lot to like a lot of giveaway stuff.
Chixie. Maximus said Chixie is live enjoying her last days in the Philippines before she heads to America. Well, that's
There
good.
you go, buddy. We wish her much luck
Yeah.
because again, being away from your home country, it's kind of like a shock because you don't have no friends and you don't have just like when we travel to these places, it's always nice to have somebody that we can talk to and help us out when we need it. Hey,
I think
Biggie, come on up, buddy. Say
I
say
think
hello to the troops.
I think
And
she's going to California, Kevin. I think they have a lot of Filipinos there.
oh
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Same with in Alaska. There's a lot of Filipinos, or a lot
Hmm.
of Asians, but yes, a lot of Filipinos in Alaska, also in Anchorage,
Yeah. My wife
throughout,
had a
throughout the year.
my wife had a girl, Gloria, she worked with. She wasn't Filipino. She was a white girl, and she was born in Daly City. And she said that whole place was Filipinos. I guess it's
Huh.
east of San Francisco. Yeah. Maximus or somebody like that probably knows about that.
Well, is there a lot of Filipinos where you're at right now?
Uh, there's some. They come from New York City and every which way that when they have parties. It's just amazing how they don't mind traveling. They'll come for a birthday party and like my wife will go out to like Rochester, this Filipino priest had a birthday, and they all went, and it was like 2.5 hour drive.
One way.
One way. Yeah. Yeah, they leave on a Saturday morning and they're back by
Do they commute together, or
no,
do they?
no, they all go in separate cars. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lost Nomad.
That's a good. I don't know when Ren and Chicks got married. I think it was during the
5 years
pandemic.
or more. I don't know, Lost Nomad.
Yeah. So how's your buddy John Baker? I haven't seen him around.
They moved out of California. Couldn't
Uh-huh.
They didn't like the politics. They didn't like the crime and the homeless people in Bakersfield.
Oh wow.
They got a nice house.
Yeah, they
when
sure
were,
did.
There, but now they got a nice house where they're at now. So yes, Blue John is always doing good, and he got a beautiful Filipino wife and
Mhm.
a good sized boy. He's growing,
Yeah.
so he's doing good.
Oh yeah. He's got. I think his wife has land in Philippines too.
Yeah, over in Valencia.
Oh yeah. Is that where Jerry lives up there by Dumaguete?
Yeah, just down the street.
Yeah.
How are you doing this summertime? Well, right, springtime. But how are you doing? Are you gonna be traveling? Are you gonna are you still working freelance work?
Yeah, I'm still doing freelance work. I'm really cutting off a lot of customers because, I mean, it's not that I don't like making the money. It's just that some of them are nuisance. If you do work for like professional musicians, it's no problem. They want the thing repaired. There's no monkeying around. You get it done, and they're happy and they don't mind paying. Now, some of these other guys that might be friends of theirs that are not professionals, they bring you some oddball piece of equipment, and it just consumes too much time, and it's not worth. So I'm really
But do
cutting
they
off a
pay?
lot. Yeah, not really. They don't want to pay. They don't want to pay the correct prices. So
Oh wow! So they want like cheap.
yeah, they want, and I'm just not going to do it. I just said, I check out. Sometimes I check out gear for guys, and there's nothing wrong with it. They just don't know how to operate it, and I don't charge them. And they'll say, "Well, I'll send you business." I said, "I don't want business. I only got a couple pro customers I take care of, and it's enough at my age,
Yeah, we got
There's
Biggie in the house.
Big E,
Hello,
what's up?
young man.
What's up? How are you?
Well, howdy, folks.
Howdy, folks.
There you go. I always get a kick when you do that. I do that not to mock you, but just because we're all hillbillies.
Oh, I just do it to get under certain people's skin.
Oh,
Little orange people.
Yeah, you're
there
right.
you go. we got Flying Circus in the house. Hello, Flying Circus. Hope you're doing good wherever you are. We all say, "Hey, howdy."
Yeah. That's true, original Flying Circus. We got a bad attitude for sure.
Big E, can you hear me okay? Do I sound
Yeah,
good?
yeah, I hear you guys perfect. You look fantastic, better than ever.
Well, that's because of the camera and your new computer. I can't. It's not me, but it's just the new stuff.
Yeah, I understand you're using a lot of filters to make yourself look more guapo. I got it.
There
Aw,
was there
thank
was
you,
some
buddy.
woman vlogger I heard. She had millions of subscribers, and her filter accidentally went off, and then she lost like 500,000 subscribers.
Oh my.
Gosh.
Yeah, it's
I don't
unreal.
think any amount of filters will help me. I
Me
was born
neither.
ugly, and I'm gonna go out of this world ugly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, we are what we are. You can't change it, so you just gotta just roll with the flow.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but the guys that are good looking, the women's panties just drop because they're so beautiful. I used to tease my friends that were like that. I said, "Hey, your relationships won't last. The girls will get tired of you, but I have to have game to have a woman." And yeah, I had this
But
friend,
some of these people
Tony.
think they have game, but they really don't.
Yeah.
And the people that don't have it, they really got it.
Well, if you're ugly like me, you gotta have it to get a good looking woman.
But
Yeah.
if you have a positive attitude,
Yeah.
like Ricky Drama, he's not the most handsomest, masculine looking person, but he has the baby Roonies.
Breaky
Uh,
drama.
so what's going on with you, Biggie? How are you doing in the land of plenty?
Well, we've been staying in Pattaya for a few weeks, and then I had to come back up here for the trade show in Bangkok, and it's been very busy, very busy. Everybody seems to have more work than because of the data centers and big pharma, the two big things I'm involved in. They're both growing faster than they've been growing at any time since I've been in the business, not only in the U.S. but all over the world. So the business everywhere is just booming. So we don't have a lot of free time to do things, but it's been going really well. We like it here, of course, and can't complain.
So Biggie, you're
Well, you're
not that old, right?
playing
You're
too loud because
in
nobody
your
really
early
cares.
50s or something like that.
Late 50s.
Yeah. So are you gonna retire, or you just enjoy your work and just keep working?
I don't want. Well, I hope I can keep working. I don't. No, I love what I do.
Yeah.
I would
Well,
love to
that's kind of
work.
like
My
John
mother was.
Speed. He
Yeah,
don't
same
want
thing.
to.
My mom still worked into her mid 80s. I mean,
Mine
she tried to
too.
retire. And she retired for 1 year and almost went crazy, like when she was 74, 73 or 74. So
Mhm.
she went back to work until they kind of made her retire. She got too old to do.
Yep.
She's in the same field your wife is in, and she just loved doing her work. So when she retired, it drove her crazy.
Yeah. My mother too. She was a CPA for a country club for like 40 years. She had back issues, had surgery for that, and she came back to work, and then she had heart attack, and she was out for like a year with that, but then she came back, and they said, "Hope you're getting too old. You're 83. You got to retire." And that broke her heart, man. She didn't want to stop working, you know.
Well, it's the old saying: if you love what you do, you don't feel like it's work.
That's
I know
right.
the field.
Yeah,
I know what you're involved in. You fix amplifiers and
Yeah.
guitars and so on. That's not work. That's a
No, it
joy.
isn't.
That's something you
Yeah.
probably love doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So why would you stop it at a certain date? Like, okay, now you're 65, you have to stop. Like,
Yeah.
why? Why would you have to stop
Yeah.
if you
Yeah.
like it?
That's right.
you
Yeah.
you might slow down a little bit,
Oh,
but
I
you
have
don't have
I
slowed
to
don't want to
down.
push
slow
it complete.
down. I'll slow down when I'm in my grave, Kevin. I will
There you
take a
go, buddy.
plenty big rest when I'm dead.
Well, when I was there with you guys, it was hard for me to keep up with you, but now I got my new leg, and you know,
Hey,
Yeah.
I remember the first day meeting you in Bangkok and how you had to stop every like every minute to sit on a bus bench or something because your leg was so messed up.
Wow.
So for you to come this far is fantastic. And I think the next time you come around here, it's going to make your life, way easier.
Oh yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely looking forward to our next encounter and stuff. I wouldn't mind
Uh,
checking out Da Nang or Ho Chi Minh, because like I remember you was showing us when you was there, and it looked nice. We Captain Billy, Jack, and I, we were over in Ho Chi Minh, and that was we were in District 7, and that was still a nice area.
Well, if you're in just one or two, that's where all the tourist spots. I know everybody has a different point of view on this. I like to stay in the tourist spots everywhere because I feel like they're popular for a reason. So they have all the like when you were in Da Nang, you were out in the middle of nowhere. I would have hated it where you were. But if
We
you
were
go
just
where I
on the
live,
street from each other, but it felt like
yeah. But if you lived where I live, you would love every minute of it because everybody you come in contact with is people just like you, and people like Will Travels, Fluffy, all of their friends. It's just everywhere. Every time you turn your to your head, there's another one like you there, and then it's right next to the beach. But
that
yeah, there's
world
so many.
travel. He was a nice person, and he was a good person to hang out with. And he gives me shout out to like when he's having a show, and I say hi. He was a good person, and he got a
It
nice,
is.
lovely lady. So there's all you guys was beautiful women. They come to you because you got a good personality.
Yeah.
Yep, Will is a great guy, and he's got a huge network of friends there that he hangs out with. So it's kind of about getting plugged in with different people and wherever you choose to live,
Plugged
and
in.
not
That's
become a
good.
hermit.
That's a good
That
word, plugged in. Because
plugged
when you're
in.
plugged in, it goes like a spider web, and you're connected throughout the network.
Well, yeah, a lot of expats they go because I've been an ex. Well, I'm not. I don't know if I'm considered an expat 'cause I'm still working, but I've been living abroad for about 11 or 12 years now. Um, a lot of them go live in kind of rural areas and they hibernate or they hide from everybody, and I think that's just a big mistake because there's
Well,
such a vibrant community of people that want to hang out, that want to get to know people that have left the States or Europe, and they want to get plugged in, and the more you get plugged in like that, the nicer it is. There's people watching your back and you're watching their back.
yeah, I don't think it would be good to alienate yourself to all the white people or foreigners. But if you mingle with everybody, like native, like the
Yeah,
homegrown people and the tourists and everything, then you have a little bit of everything.
yeah. Absolutely. I mean, when I always hear people say that have never had a friend in their life, they say, "I don't want to hang around the expats. I want to hang around the locals." And I've
And they
never
don't
seen
do
those
that.
people with a local even one time in my life. So
No.
that's just an excuse because if they're lonely, desperate, and miserable in the U.S., they're going to be the same when they go to any other country. So use that opportunity. If you're going to leave the US, use the opportunity to say, "Hey, I want to make my life in the new country what I always wished it would be back home." Don't do the same mistakes.
Mhm.
Hey, your beautiful wife is popped up. April, hey April, I copied you. Don't get angry. I copied you because I still in O'Connor. I put Big Kevin's corner. I took away the media and I put Big Kevin's corner. That's my new name.
Uh-oh.
So
You're gonna
again,
Well,
it's a
you're gonna
flattery
have to
when
pay
you talk to
royalties. You're
positive
gonna have to
people.
pay royalties, Kev.
just for the record, Kevin, April and Honeyco love you. They like to tease you a little bit because you're
What do
so
you mean a
easy
little
to
bit?
get on the
April
teasing.
teased me a lot.
Now, but she's just joking with you because she thinks it's funny, and but they're
Oh,
all
I
huge
know. I
fans.
joke back with her. I was kind of like hoping that you didn't think that I was like flirting with her or anything.
No, no,
I
no,
like
dude.
I have I love being around women, positive people, and April and Honeycomb and your daughters. They all treated me like I was part of the
Yeah,
family. So I appreciate.
absolutely. And my kids ask about you all the time. They're big fans, and so I
Well, they
mean,
they say remember me.
Oh, they
In a
do. Of course,
positive way.
everybody remembers it. I said it on the show before, and I'm going to say it now with Richard here, so we have a witness. Are you there, Richard? I want you to hear
Yeah,
this,
yeah, yeah,
okay?
sure. Yeah.
Now, one, and I've met over 50 YouTubers. I met Ricky, Jay, Previs. I mean, I met everybody. Fazio. The most sociable guy, the most outgoing sociable guy I've met in the history of YouTube by far, nobody's even close, is Kevin.
Mm-hmm.
I
I
saw
believe it.
him
Yeah.
about 7 or 8 different. No, I mean he's a basement boy when he's in Kentucky, but when he got to Thailand and the other countries, I walked up and saw him at a restaurant in Chiang Mai. I saw him here, saw him there. He knew everybody, every waitress, every busboy. He talked to everybody that passed by. I mean, it was just unbelievable how socially gifted he is in public. So I've never. I wish I could be more like him. Actually, he's very good and very willing to talk to everybody and kids and adults alike. And my kids liked him a
Treat
lot too.
everybody the
So
same.
yeah. So anyone who doesn't know that about Kevin, because a lot of the guys you meet, like like Ricky. Ricky's a tremendous guy. I love Ricky a lot. Great guy. Met him a bunch of times. He's actually very shy when the camera goes off. Very shy person, reserved type person, I would say.
You
Well,
would never
Kevin's the
know.
opposite. He's social butterfly,
Mm-hmm.
Well,
talking to
I'm the
everybody.
same
So,
now as I am over there. Nothing changes.
well, what do you mean? You've been a basement boy for 15 years, sitting in the aunt's basement
Anyway,
jerking off to porn.
stop it.
What are you talking about?
Jerking off to
But
Well,
porn.
gotta get new glasses. They say
he
if you
wasn't
look.
jerking off to
Uh,
porn in Thailand. I can promise you that. I saw
oh
evidence
no,
to the
Yeah.
contrary on that one.
or Vietnam.
Yeah.
I'm
But
think.
no, I was
Thinking
just
Billy
amazed.
Jack. Yep.
I was just amazed how social Kevin is. I think that's the way people should be. They should meet,
Yeah.
and I was inspired by it. So we love Kevin, man. We love Kevin.
Well, I'm inspired by all of you guys because you guys are watching, and it's early in the morning. It's late where you guys are at. When it's 10 o'clock where you guys are at, but it's
Well,
10 o'clock
it is,
here,
but
and I appreciate everybody coming out, even though I'm not on 5 times a day.
you're not on very often because you're lazy. You're
Well,
lazy.
I do things. I mean, my legs doing good. We are
I'm
out and
kidding,
about.
dude. Don't be
I
so
know.
defensive. But but nah, it's all good, man. It's all. I was just happy to see you coming online. I haven't seen a notification. I hardly ever watch YouTube anymore, but occasionally I'll see a notification, and there you were.
And like I said,
So
and now I got new media, so I can't use that for excuse now.
I want to say one last thing, Richard, before you say that. In reference to the whole Frank phenomenon, which
yeah, that's
is
what I was gonna
the
ask you
most
about. Yeah, I don't know anything about it.
disturbing thing in history. You take a guy that has spent the entire time on YouTube fighting people,
Yeah.
filing cases, being completely isolated with CCTV cameras everywhere, paranoid out of his mind, doped up on every kind of drug, benzos and everything. Why not do it the other way? More like the Kevin way. Why not actually just stop being that way and just go up and talk to people, go meet people, stop having a hard on for everybody, trying to pretend like you're a tough guy when you're a little midget
Yeah.
in your hiding in your room. Why not just drop all that stupid shit and go out and meet people? If you're going to be an expat, go out and hang out with people, meet people, get involved in different groups, and just have fun with your life. Just go out and enjoy it. It's not that
Yeah.
tough.
I heard it's beautiful
I
where
still got
Frank
my feet.
lives. And I'd be on the friggin' beach sitting under an umbrella, enjoying it.
Well,
But
you know what? When
I'm
we live
walking
on the
around.
beach, we live on the beach, Richard, and we're at the beach every single day. Like, there's almost not a day that goes by that we're not at the beach doing something. Like Why would I want to sit in my room if I live right
Yeah.
on the beach?
Yeah,
Oh yeah.
that's right.
Makes no sense.
So will he be able
When I
to?
was in Pattaya, I went to the beach practically every day, like when I do a walk, but I didn't had to like film and prove that I'm out. But the old man, he would say I'll never leave, but I never had to prove that I get out and do things.
Well, the easiest way to deal with it is just don't listen to what he says. I haven't listened to the goofball for more than a year, and you'd be surprised if you don't ever hear it, how it has no impact on you. But it's just a general statement. Like, it's better to be how Kevin was in Thailand, very sociable, very outgoing, friendly, meeting everyone, than it is to be holed up in a room somewhere, bitter, angry, miserable. If you're going to be an expat, why not use it as an opportunity for a fresh start? I think that's what people
Yeah.
should think about.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Kevin's Mr.
Well,
Sociable.
he got a wall.
Yeah.
I mean, he I don't know, but he got a basement, but he got a wall that he don't like to get out to leave. I don't think he does anything by himself.
I remember that
I
time
think-
years ago. You met Nico. Was it Nico on the
Yep.
boat or ferry or something like that? And he was all buddy with him. I don't know if I was Nico. I
For
might
about
throw him
48
off.
hours.
Yeah, I might.
And then he stabbed him in the back about 48. It happened to everyone he met. Rin,
Isn't that
the trick,
amazing? Yeah.
every single person. And it just doesn't have to be like that. Again, I've met like 50 people from YouTube. I haven't like lost track with maybe 1 out of 50. I mean, to go 100% of the people you met to becoming their enemy after you meet them is something you just can't even imagine.
Yeah.
Can't even imagine it's possible.
Yeah. I thought they were acting like, well, I don't know about Nico, if he was just being nice or what, but Frank was, hugging him and putting his arm around him and on the ferry somewhere. Yeah. Some people.
Well,
How is Nico doing?
He's doing good.
Is he still, or did he go back to Florida?
He's been in the Philippines for almost, I think, about 5 months now.
Wow.
He stays there in Cebu, near Cebu City in Talisay area.
Oh yeah, my wife's best friend lives down there. Yep. I like it there.
Like
little bit
Captain Billy
south.
Jack, he's traveling around, and I was just curious if Nico is going to travel outside of Philippines.
That's a cool area.
No.
Yeah.
He's going to stay probably just in the Philippines. But yeah, we've met Captain Billy a couple times, right? And then Captain Billy's
with me.
Amazing guy. I love Captain Billy.
He's one of them tough Chicago guys.
Oh, he's not tough. He's an old teddy bear.
Yeah.
He's just a real nice guy, very generous person, and we had a really good time with him a few times that we met him.
So, we hooked up and had Mexican dinner. You and your family and Captain Billy Jack and I and Mick Fisher, and you interviewed us.
Yep. And then I met Billy before you arrived too, I think. I'm trying to remember why we met him. I thought you and him traveled up to Da Nang together, but maybe you didn't. Because I remember meeting Billy without you one time, and I remember meeting him a couple times with you.
Yeah, you met him first, and then in Bangkok. And
he's a great guy. The other guy that's amazing, and we might be hanging out with him again this next week or so, is Doug Williams. Doug Williams and Noon and his wife, they're phenomenal. Just the nicest guy.
Yeah, I had a principal.
I can't say nothing bad about Doug. Doug is a very good. We hook up with them too, and I enjoyed my time meeting Doug and hanging out with him, and you guys and Mick Fisher. Mick,
Yeah.
I trust Mick Fisher's doing good. Or is he back in the U.S.?
No, no. And the thing about Mick is the most disciplined guy that you'd ever meet in your life. I mean, he's in his routine of the gym, the walking. He's very, very consistent and disciplined. And he loves living there. He didn't go back. He used to go back from the Philippines back to the U.S., but I think he likes it there in Vietnam so much that he didn't want to go back anymore to the U.S.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah. He's a big dude,
But
too. Is he as tall as you, Biggie?
I thought he was taller than me, but then we looked in the mirror and it looked like I was about an inch taller. So I'd say he's about 6'6".
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's a lot thinner than me. I wish I looked more like him, but
I got a buddy that's as tall as you, man. And when you drink with him, he's got Native American blood in him, man. Oh, he starts telling me he grew up in Catskill, New York, and he starts talking about Customato and Mike Tyson and Teddy Atlas, and he starts trying to punch me in the stomach. I said, dude, forget it. I'm an old man, you know. He's a big, big guy, you know. One of his shots would put me out.
well, I mean, I don't want to hurt anybody. I think one of my shots might put you out.
Yeah. I wouldn't get. That's why I don't get that close to him when he's drinking, you know. Yeah.
You know what though? Like Kevin and I both have. I don't drink anymore. I haven't drank for a year. But
Mm-hmm.
Kevin and I both have the same ailments when it comes to drinking, and that is we both can drink almost nonstop without getting drunk.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I mean, we
Well,
could literally drink 25 beers and we don't get drunk, and other people around you are falling all over the place like bowling pins. And it doesn't seem. I've been with Kevin before. There's no effect on him, no matter how many beers he has.
He's
well,
got a
It doesn't
hollow
change.
leg, man. He's
by
got a hollow
peeing all
leg.
night.
It's the Irish say, hollow leg. You just fill it
He's
up.
Well,
got a
did
couple
you?
hollow legs.
You know,
Maybe that's why
old
he has his
April.
legs. Maybe that's it. Frank
Yeah.
was right. You lost your legs. They were chopped off, and now you got hollow legs, and the alcohol goes into the hollow leg.
I don't know. Hey, Biggie, I don't know if you know
Yeah.
this, but old April, when we were at the Irish Garden,
Yes.
remember, in up in Chiang Mai, there was an Irish pub that you
I
invited
remember
me
well,
to,
and I remember
and
what both of you did that night.
yeah, old April, she gave me a cookie, a special cookie,
A
and
special cookie with pot in it, and you both got high.
Wow. Bet you there was a lot of laughter
and
that night, huh?
old April,
And
she's just a fun person to hang out with.
oh,
Straight or not
she
straight.
tried that in Bangkok too. She got some gummies and she's tried everything, man, down there. But I never did it yet. I haven't tried it. I've never smoked pot in my whole life,
Well,
or
I don't
cigarettes for
smoke
that
it,
matter.
but I did try to.
I don't eat it
Nick,
or
the
smoke it.
owner of the hotel, he gave me extra strength gummies, and he eats them like candy. I took it, and then later on, I fell asleep, and I was in La La Land. There's April, the culprit.
Yeah.
She likes to take it. She likes it too, but only once in a blue moon.
Yeah, yeah.
It depends on who
I
you're
don't.
with, right? Yeah. Yeah. You want to have fun.
Well, we're always in a good group when she does do it, but she gets pretty fucked up when she's done it. After about an hour or so, it just suddenly starts to hit. And I was there when Kevin when it hit. He started to look, talk, and act like Elmer Fudd for a while. And
Whoa.
where did he go there,
Where did he
Bugsy?
go?
Gotta get that wabbit.
Yeah, I remember it, but yeah, we had
And they got those. They got those shops everywhere in Thailand. If you're a pot smoker, this is definitely where you want to be.
Yeah, Bob Cooper would love it there.
Yeah, he went to the wrong country. He should have gone there. He went to friggin' the Philippines, northern Luzon. Yeah.
Did he leave? or is he still
Not
there?
yet. He's leaving, I think, April something. Yeah, he's flying back to San Francisco. He lives in Shasta Mountains. That's where, or Shasta Lake or whatever, up that way. But he was
That
born
is
in
a
San Diego.
beautiful place.
Yeah, it is beautiful. Yeah.
Shasta's very pretty. But yeah, so like I said, if you're gonna go and be an expat, why not take the gummies or do something and chill out and just enjoy yourself instead of causing problems everywhere you go? And it's just so unnecessary because when the normal people every day that you meet, they're not there to fight and they're not there to cause problems either.
That's all you need to get
Whoa.
Kevin high is pull out a cookie, right?
Oh boy. Or
That
a
was a
pretty girl.
smooth. That was a smooth move. Yeah.
Oh, well, I can tell you, he just said it. I got him some girls before, and the first one in Bangkok, she was extremely cute, and she was only 21 years old. And Kevin is
Ooh,
just
ouch.
like a puppy. He's just following. It's his
Yeah.
amazing. It's amazing to see. It's amazing to see a guy that's been in the basement for 13 years get back out of the basement because that was the first day he arrived in Thailand, and to see him unleashed that way, that was an incredible thing to watch.
What the hell's
That's
that
why I did
language?
it.
Yeah. Kevin, what's
That's
that
why I did it.
language?
I wanted to see Kevin unleashed after being locked up for so many years.
Oh yeah, he was, man. Yeah, sure was.
I just
Kevin,
wanted to come out and play.
when did you get back to America from the Philippines? Was it 2013 or something like that?
No, I was back because remember I went to Guam and I
Yeah.
stayed in Guam and then I got my 401k
Yeah.
from my job in Alaska, and that's what paid me back. But I left Guam on the end of 2014.
Oh, right. And shortly thereafter, we met you online when Says Style said, Kevin,
Yeah,
start a show. Yeah. He was
and
good
I
entertainment.
I never got kicked off of YouTube. I never got strikes.
Hmm.
That in jeopardy. But yeah, just I'm still the same.
Some people tried to knock you off. Pretty.
Well, yeah, Frank, uh, bunch of idiots out there. But I
Remember the time
over.
the porn came on and you could see him holding the iPad and his head, you could see that orange hair above at the top.
Oh, Frank tried to put me
Yeah.
down by putting porn out.
Yeah. Yeah. That was unbelievable, right in the middle of a live stream. Yeah.
But you got to
Uh,
remember, that's the kind of person he is.
yeah.
Well,
People were saying,
Richard,
yeah, sorry, go ahead.
do you ever come back to the Philippines in recent years?
I haven't been back there since the end of 2019. Yeah, I haven't, man. We want to go
You
back.
really have no need to, though. I mean, you have a army of people. I
Oh,
see
yeah.
some of your photos. I mean, you've got
Yeah.
it's like the Philippines East over there where you live.
Yeah. It is. And I mean, I opt out of a lot of parties because my wife, oh my God, I'm not going to deny her that. I was worried when she came here in 2009 that she wouldn't be happy. It was a big culture shock. None of her people, none of her food. And I was hoping that we'd have Filipinos around. And she met them. And some of them we're no longer friends with. You find out, you separate what is it, the wheat from the chaff or whatever, and
Yeah.
move on. Yeah, but yeah, she loves it here, man. She absolutely loves it.
Well, that's
Captain
good
Billy
because
Jack and I,
the weather
Captain
would
Billy
be the
Jack and I
hardest
went.
thing.
Yeah, that's what she hates is weather, but she's tough. She's a 5 foot tall, little tough woman, man. She just puts layers on, Yeah, warm
What were you saying,
clothes.
Kevin?
Captain Billy Jack. Moment I got off the plane, we went to the condo where he got a place for me, and he hooked me up with a very very nice um, 30ish year old Vietnam girl. And we went out and we had Korean food. And boy, this lady, she was like cutting up my food and
Wow.
cooking it for us and everything. Captain Billy Jack had a girl, I had a girl, a lady, and yeah, that's what he's talking about. But yeah, had a great time.
And when you got a hot girl, you don't need any boner pills, right?
Well,
Uh, well,
you don't need.
Unless you want to do 20 rounds a day, right?
Yeah, yeah. Well, you're
well,
gonna
it
do a
helps.
marathon.
It helps if it's a 21-year-old
Oh
hot
yeah.
girl.
Yeah.
It's kind of amazing what you don't need when you have that on your lap.
Oh yeah.
But of course, if you've got somebody at home in America whose ankles are bigger than my waist,
Oh
you
geez.
might need a fistful of pills to get
Yeah.
her done.
Oh
Yeah,
wow.
exactly. And a blindfold, right?
Oh God. Well, hell.
And
What
a
was it,
hood.
Rodney Dangerfield said? A two
I'm happy
bagger.
to say my legs.
Too bad.
That you're not talking about me,
One
because
No,
one
we're
on
talking.
hers,
We're not
one
talking
on
about you. We're talking about a woman in the U.S., not you.
one on her.
ah,
Two bagger, one on her head, one on yours in case hers breaks. Rodney
Right.
Dangerfield. Yeah, you're
oh, but
yeah.
yeah. What is this white boy?
Is that Barry?
Oh, chat. How is old Barry doing? Thank you, my friend. How is old Barry? Does anybody know or want to enlighten us? How is he doing?
I don't think anyone knows for sure what's going on, but it's so absurd that he's been locked up for 3 years for
Yeah, it is.
calling someone a name. It's just mind blowing.
And you don't know if it's true or not. I mean, I think it tilts a little bit towards maybe true because, again, what did he do with that boy singing that mushroom song? I mean,
Oh,
that's
but as
how
far
come
as
he didn't
Barry
have a
goes,
girl, but he
he
had a
called
boy
names,
doing
but
that.
Frank called him the same name. So I mean,
I know.
it's just
And
Frank has
everybody else
more
the same
money.
names.
Yeah, Frank has more money and doing the cases and all that shit. So I mean, come on. I don't think he would ever pick on anybody, Frank, that has any money that could really fight against him. He picks his battles. Easy wins. Yeah.
I don't think he could do it
We got one of
again.
my
He
Greek
wasted all
friends
his money.
popping up.
Him and Fazio had some kind of fight years ago that was.
They had that went on for 3 years and tons of NBI interviews and this and that and the other, and it got dismissed on a technicality. But him dealing with cases, starting with Fazio in 2017, I believe, the Facebook guy Barry. It's one person after the next. If I were in the Philippine immigration and I saw a guy on a tourist visa having 4 or 5 cases,
He's got a
I
history
would
of that.
be.
Yeah.
I would say, what is this? This isn't a tourist. This is a nuisance.
Yeah.
Oh wait, is white boy is he says I'm okay, guys. Is that Barry? Do you think? I hope he's doing
It
good.
it could be.
Send him a link. See if he wants to come up.
He wouldn't be
I'll
able
put a
to
link up
until
right now.
they've already tried that before.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I hope Barry's doing good. Like I said, he's been in way too long for a non-violent offense. And how come the U.S. government never, like the embassy, how come they never like try to like release him or
That's their policy. They won't help you if you get in trouble in another country, unless it's
except if
something
you're
like a
kidnapped,
kidnapping
right?
or something. Yeah, that's why you got to be on your best behavior. Then I think Barry would admit this now. Don't, and you should admit it too. Don't not pay your visa fees, because if he would have paid his visa he wouldn't have been locked up in the first place. He could have just walked out of the country.
Yeah.
And you, even with you, Kevin, you know, it cost you a lot. I mean, you spent 10 years in the desert because of not paying a visa. And I know that when you came back, you had to take visa runs. You had to go through a lot just to stay compliant, and you did the right thing because you learned your lesson. But that's just the way it is. I mean, if you're going to travel to someone else's country, you got to follow the rules.
Yeah.
You got to be the best citizen you can, or you know, there's no telling what they could do. I mean, the idea that they're going to keep him locked up for this for 3 years is
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
outrageous.
That's one of the reasons why the Philippines has so little tourism. I mean, it has such a bad reputation for stuff like that, that you know, their tourism numbers are the worst in Asia. And so people should think very hard before where you're going to go if you're going to be able to have an exit plan out of there. They could
Just
literally hold him for the rest of his life, and there's probably nothing anybody could do about it.
yeah. It's crazy.
White boy said the U.S. embassy is on their ass. I don't know what that means.
Maybe on the Philippines.
Well, I hope so. I hope they don't forget about him, and I hope that sooner or later it's going to be absolved, and
Yeah.
he's going to get his life back.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Just crazy. Yeah. Absolutely crazy. What is this, over 3 years now, right?
As of April, it's 3 years.
Wow.
Yeah, like I said, I hope he's doing good. I hope his health is doing good.
You know, I will say
don't get out and do the same thing.
one thing I will say when I saw him, because I saw him at the old jail, he had gained a lot of weight. And in some ways, it helped him, I think, because he was able to sort of gain and to live a little bit healthier lifestyle.
Mhm.
I mean, to take a little consolation prize out of this, that he, you know, seemed like he got healthier.
You probably
But
quit
yeah, I hope he can
smoking
get
and
out.
drinking, and yeah.
He did. He did stop smoking for a long time. He started just doing his vape. He stopped drinking. He gained a ton of weight. He was super skinny when he went in. He got
Oh
very
yeah.
big on the way out. So, and then, you know, his girlfriend was able to come and visit him anytime when he was
Oh,
still
that's
in
a lovely
Mandaue. But
star.
now she can't, of course, because he's in Manila. It's much harder for her to visit him.
That's hard. Yeah.
Wow, 1 year now almost in Manila.
Yeah. I wonder if Barry saw that famous YouTuber. He's a Estonian guy, pro-life traveler. Did you hear about him, Biggie? He was
Yep.
down in Dumaguete, and what the hell did he do? He was, I guess, calling Filipino men monkeys, and he was taking videos with girls and telling them he didn't have I don't know, but
Wow.
he's up there, and he's got a wife with a young baby that's on her own. Yeah.
Well, I didn't follow what happened with him, but I knew the guy from. Well, I think the Estonia guy. I'm sure somebody in the chat knows this. I think that was the guy named Vitali.
Yeah.
He got released. I think there's two different people
Yep.
of, you
Vitaly.
know,
Yep.
attacking Filipinos or mocking the country, that type of thing. But I mean, for one, I don't know why anyone would want to stay in a country that they don't like and that they hate, and they feel the need to mock the country.
That guy did
That
some
doesn't
crazy shit. Yeah. I
makes no
seen some of his
sense.
videos. Yeah. Stealing a
Uh,
police officer's motorcycle and helmet. Oh, total disrespect. Yeah.
and if you
And,
tried that in Thailand, you'd be
Oh,
out of the country in a day. They don't
yeah.
tolerate that here
they
or in
beat you to
Vietnam.
death.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just it's mind-boggling why anyone would want to do any of that, or if they aren't happy where they're at, why you would want to force yourself on another country if you're not
Who
going
is
to be
Barry
positive
talking
about it.
about? Is he talking about pro-life traveler? What's his name? Sim something? Yeah. I saw his channel when it first started, and everybody in the comments, but he didn't care, was saying, dude, you can't be doing that, disrespecting people. That's not right. But his channel grew huge, up to 100,000 viewers. And people were sending him money. He's buying Ford Raptors and all kinds of things and moving up, getting nicer places. And yeah. Yep.
It happened only because of likes, views, money.
Vitali. I guess he has some kind of U.S. green card or something, but he's actually a Russian. Vitali.
Yeah, somebody told me he was down in Florida.
Yeah.
Yeah, enjoy life. Life is short.
But I figured it was easy money doing those pranks,
Well, yeah, until you got caught.
Yeah, that's the whole thing.
Sooner or later, it's going to come to an end.
You could sell cocaine and make a lot of money, but eventually times are going to get hard when they catch up with you.
Well, now look at who's the guy that they caught from Colombia?
Maduro.
Yeah.
It's Venezuela.
Yeah, Venezuela. Yeah.
Well, no, I'm talking about the cocaine guy that escaped twice from prison.
Mm.
I don't know who that is. I know of El Chapo. He
maybe that
had escaped.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna do the crime, you got to do the time.
Yeah.
Sooner or later. But I hope old Guild is doing good, being cooped up with him. I hope, she got to be in hell.
Well, she's got a house that she lives in and food and everything, and life could be harder, She did have a lot of kids. Yeah.
Frank's not on air all the time. So he probably, driving her crazy.
Yeah.
It could go the other way, though. Frank is so easily baited by the trolls.
Yeah.
And gets worked up and comes back into show after show after show, that if he stays off YouTube, he probably is a completely different person. That's my theory. And it's the show that is like a drug, and it leads to the destruction, just like any other drug.
Yeah, like you were saying,
they have been together for 10 years, so there must be something beyond.
Must be some kind of magic there.
Must be.
Yeah, because he's the meal ticket.
Of course, everybody else is just paying for their girlfriend, according to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's the only one. He's the only one that has a real relationship. That's what he says.
Been there for 11 years. Wow.
Yeah, the Indian guy, huh? Yeah.
That's crazy. I accidentally overstayed in Vietnam because my visa was, I thought I had a 3-month visa, but they gave me a 2-month visa. And I was overstayed for 2 weeks. Man, and then I found out when I went to the airport that I had to go back and stay an extra week. Man, that was horrible. Luckily, I had enough money, over enough money to pay the overstay fee, pay my airplane ticket. Twice I had to buy 2 airplane tickets, and I had enough money to get my hotel when I went back to Pattaya. But man, this wasn't my fault.
No, it wasn't. But we tried to help you with that, if you remember, but they were
Oh
being
yeah.
very trying to help you come back for one last trip, but then they were being very difficult. They said you had to wait one cycle to let it get off the record. So I thought, wow, I
What does that
mean,
mean? A
not
cycle?
another 3 month cycle. So now if you did it, it'd be easy. A lot of other
Yeah.
countries don't like the overstay business, even if it's accidental.
Yeah.
But they were nice to me. The immigration people when I paid and I showed them my ticket, and they gave me back my passport, and the man he stood up and shook my hand, and he said good luck to me, and everybody else they don't do that to, but he actually stood up and shook my hand and everything, and he called me a taxi to pick me up and to take me back to the hotel and everything. But yeah, they were very, very nice to me.
Where's that, Kevin?
But
Thailand?
in Vietnam,
Oh, Vietnam. Yeah.
But even Kevin, correct me if I'm wrong. Even when you went and turned yourself in on the fourth floor in Intramuros in the Philippines, they were
mhm,
nice to you too, even after a
yeah, they
10-year
were.
overstay. I've never,
Yeah,
all the
they
years
could
I
have
lived in
cut
the
me in.
Philippines, I never had an immigration officer act or a police officer or any other official in the Philippines ever act rude. I've
Hmm.
never seen that. They're always very friendly and cordial, very professional. So yeah, Kevin was up there getting self-deporting after 10 years of not paying his visa, and they were very nice to him. They didn't mistreat him in any way.
No,
How long do
they did
you?
treat me.
How
But
Biggie?
again,
How?
if you
Sorry.
got a bad attitude, then things
Oh
would
yeah.
change. If you have a good attitude, like I try
Right.
to have, then everything
Huh.
went very good for me.
How
Yes.
long do you have to stay in the Philippines where you before you got to get that MBI clearance? Is that like 6 months or a
Yeah,
year?
6
Yeah.
months.
After 6 months, you need to get the MBI clearance, but you have to leave the country after 3 years. You can keep
Yeah.
renewing for 3 years, and but if you have to leave after 6 months, you have to have an MBI clearance.
Hmm. Yeah. I think
Yeah.
Bob Cooper's leaving, and he might have to have that the MBI clearance. He's been there ten
Yeah,
months, I think. Yeah. Yeah.
just be careful, you guys, because things change all the time. In Thailand, in the Philippines, the rules always changing and the policies are always changing. So make sure that you are up to date.
Absolutely.
But
Yeah. How
yeah,
you doing,
Barry, if that's
Steve?
you, I hope you're doing good.
Phone time
Hey
is up.
guys, my phone time. Okay. Hey Barry, again, hang in there and
Hang in there. We wish you the best.
Barry's tough. He's tough, man.
well,
He
he's
adapts.
probably physically tough and mentally tough after 3 years.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
even in person, when you meet Barry, he's very nice, very friendly. You know, no issue there. I'm serious. There's only one person who ever has an issue after they meet.
Hmm.
Yeah, it's like almost immediately too, like we were talking about with Nico earlier on the ferry. Yeah, it seemed
Yep.
like they were
And,
going to
and
be best buddies, and then a couple days later, it's smack talk. Yeah,
well,
yeah,
yeah, after he's gone, I mean, he would never do that in his face.
yeah,
I'm surprised old Frank talks smack about the famous Ricky
yeah,
because, but Frank automatically pulls the camera out and start filming like that's his safety net, but he don't get killed.
yeah. Ricky, I think, has met him before, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, many times.
Oh, that's right. The TGIF with Barry and
TG,
Yeah.
yeah, Ricky catered to him at there and bought
That was
him.
hilarious. Yeah.
And I understand Frank bought the most expensive thing there on the menu, just like what he did to Mick Fisher.
Oh yeah. Oh,
And
that's
then complained about it the whole time. And then, according to Ricky, Frank peed his pants uh,
funny.
when Barry showed up. He literally peed his pants. That's what he said. I don't know if it's.
Well, it looked. If you look at the picture, it looked like there was a puddle. I thought there was like it was already there, but that
No,
couldn't be
Ricky's
true.
saying that he peed his pants.
But again, he does probably his age. He probably couldn't help it.
Maybe he had too many
Ah,
blueberries that day.
Yeah.
just had to relieve himself. Was it of joy or was it of fear? That's the question.
It's also funny to hear a person say his greatest achievement in life is that he made it to 71 years old. You know, I have so many family members that made it into their late 90s. I have an aunt that was smoking like 3 packs a day for 70 years, and she died at 99.
My
So,
grandmother, my father's mother, 95, and she smoked 3 packs since she was a little kid, man, from Brooklyn. Yeah.
or
Unbelievable.
look at Warren Buffett. Every day he goes to McDonald's, and he's like
Does he
97
really?
years old.
Wow.
Yeah, he said that's his secret. He drinks 6 either Coca-Colas or Pepsis with sugar and goes to McDonald's every day, and he's
Wow.
in his mid 90s, and he's
Yeah.
been, the
Our
richest man in
beloved
the world.
president loves McDonald's.
Yeah, Donald Trump goes to McDonald's every day.
Yeah, when he got the chance.
Well, they order out. I mean, a lot of times they say that he puts in an order, like $25,000 order to cater McDonald's into the White House for every staff member.
Oh, geez, really?
Oh
So,
wow.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And even Bill Clinton used to do that. He used to sneak out. Remember, he did that. He got in
Yep.
Dee Dee Meyer's
We
trunk
go,
of her car to go
yeah.
get a cheeseburger.
Clinton
Somebody,
would go jogging, and he jogged right to McDonald's. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, you just gotta go with the flow.
Yeah.
Don't let people change you.
well, certainly don't let people on YouTube change you, because YouTube is YouTube, man. It's not it's not real. Don't take
Well,
it too
people gotta
serious.
understand that.
So, Biggie, you still playing guitar?
I was playing it every single day, but lately I haven't because I've been on the road a lot. I've been traveling.
Yeah.
I've been so between writing the books. I have a bunch of books I wrote and I've sold, and that takes sometimes 8 to 10 hours a day
Yeah.
working on that side thing. And April is a
Yeah,
big
you were
part of that
talking about
too.
that on your last video.
What did you
She's
have? A
getting paid. Pardon?
Telecaster? I think you had a. I remember seeing years ago. You had like a Telecaster, was it, or a Strat?
Oh,
Tele.
guitar.
Telecaster. Yeah. Yeah. That was my.
Telecaster, and then I have a very nice Yamaha acoustic,
Yeah.
and I have a piano. I mean, I'm a piano player, and
Yep.
I can
Nice.
actually, I can play every instrument really in the band, except there was only one that I wasn't able to get, and that was the flute.
Yeah.
Well,
So
hopefully it's
I
not the
started.
skin flute.
Well, I don't play that one for sure, but
Skin
I
float.
could
Well,
never learn. I couldn't get it, but I was because I was a trumpet player, trombone, all
Me
the different
too.
instruments. I learned them,
Yeah, I was a
but
trumpet player. Yeah.
could not get the flute no matter what I did. But I started playing piano when I was 5 and the guitar when I
oh,
was about 10 or 12 or something like that.
Hmm.
Guitar is a lot harder when you're young because of the fingering. That it's
Yeah.
just harder to master
To
it.
to get the muscle memory and stuff down. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. And then as you get more experienced, learning to play lead guitar versus learning to play rhythm guitar, sometimes a lot of people can't make that jump.
Yeah.
and you got to learn what you can do, what you hear, how you know. So it's just music is just a huge part of our life,
Yeah.
huge
I'm
part.
getting back
Do
into
your kids
R&B myself.
are they
Yeah.
musically inclined?
Well, they all took lessons. I mean, so they've taken piano lessons and also dancing, gymnastics, whatever they're interested in. But I don't want to be like my parents. My parents forced us to learn how to play instruments, which I'm
Hmm.
grateful for now.
Yeah.
But all I want to do is have them learn at least the piano. I think if you learn the piano, you're learning the bass and treble clef, you're learning to read
Yep.
music,
Yep.
and
Yep.
everything else is very downhill from there because
That's right.
learning how to read the music. So if you play like the trombone is in the bass clef. The way it looks on the staff is a different note than what it looks like in the treble clef. So you have to
Right.
learn both, right? And Richard knows this. And
Piano,
once you,
you start with two thumbs in the middle, and your bass clef goes to the left, and your treble clef goes to the right, and
uh,
you can read both at the same time. Yeah. Yeah.
and that's the hard part really is learning to read the music. Now you can do it more like the other way, which is like the Beatles or the Beach Boys, where you learn, or even Glenn Campbell, who's probably the greatest guitarist ever that didn't know how
Yeah.
to read
Yeah.
music. But but those are unbelievably talented people. For regular people, it's better to learn how to read music.
The guys that really amaze me are the guys that like played as studio musicians in LA. They just they can play anything. They go in, they might have 10 jobs a day, and they just throw the paper in front of them and they just knock it out. And guys, like the band Toto,
Yep.
the
Yeah.
guitarist Steve Lucas there. Well, I think they were all studio musicians, but it's unbelievable the talent that guy has. He created a lot of parts for Michael Jackson. You remember the band The Tubes, She's a Beauty and stuff? Steve Lucas there
Mm.
wrote that song and a lot of other songs like that. Yeah. That
Well,
would have been
Rich,
my
Well,
dream. Yeah.
your
Glenn
buddy
Campbell
was
was a
black.
studio
He
musician.
plays
Yeah,
all
he
the
was.
instruments.
Yeah.
I mean,
Glenn was
he played
amazing.
with the Wrecking Crew. He
Yeah.
played with the Wrecking Crew, and all the people in the Wrecking Crew were professional musicians. They all had degrees in music. They could read everything, but he
Yeah.
was the only one who couldn't. And all he had to do was listen to the song one time, and then he could master it, improvise it almost perfectly. And that's how he ended up getting on the Beach Boys because he could sing the
Hmm.
high parts,
Oh,
and
yeah.
Brian Wilson wanted to not be on the road anymore. And then
Yep.
eventually, he was such a bright star that he went on to do his own TV show and all the rest of the history with him. But now, a studio musician job, and back in the 1962, 3, and 4, before he went with the Beach Boys, Glenn was making 100 to $150,000 a year as a studio musician, and that was huge money back in that time.
Yeah. The Wrecking Crew was amazing. I met Tommy Tedesco. He was one of the Wrecking Crew, too.
Yes,
He was a
he was the
funny
main
guy.
guy.
Yeah. He was amazing, man. I seen him. He came upstate New York years ago. He was doing a clinic for Gibson, but he would show these lines he came up with and stuff. He could read anything, man. And the producer would go, our conductor, Tommy, can you give me some ukulele? And he pretend to like reach down under his chairs. And the
Yep.
other guys that were other guitarists there could see it. He would just pick up the same guitar and he could duplicate a mandolin sound with a nylon string guitar. Whatever they needed, he did it. Yeah.
We got
He
Popeye
was
in the house,
truly
Rich.
amazing.
Hey, how you
Papa,
And then
guys doing tonight?
Mr.
Popeye,
Popeye.
Hey, what's this? Sizzlers? God, the last time I was at a Sizzler, oh my God, it was 1994. I was in Fallbrook, California. Holy crap and a cracker,
well,
man!
they
All the crab you could eat, man. $9.99.
Oh,
well, I I don't think I've seen a Sizzler in the States for so long, but here in Thailand, they're at every single mall. It's very
Yeah.
popular here.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
popular in It's popular in California. That's where they
Maybe
got
it's
the most.
only maybe it
We
was only
used
in
to,
California.
yeah, we used to have them in Massachusetts, but they died off because of places
Shakey's
like,
Pizza.
Yeah, because of places like the Ponderosa, you know,
Hmm.
and and all these other steak joints. But I was like, huh, that takes me back, Sizzler, man. Huh, okay.
Got to show something different once in a while. It gets redundant.
Different. Oh God. Everybody goes into restaurants, points their camera and says, look what I could do.
But not at the Sizzler. Okay.
The Sizzler. I know. The Sizzler is so special.
Well, not really. It's pretty blah, actually.
I mean,
Oh, the
come on.
girls like
Sizzler,
it.
Shaky,
You know
Big
what?
Boy.
I like the salad bar there. They have a salad
Uh,
bar, and that's actually pretty good. But the steak is just sort of,
Yeah,
it's okay.
I mean, give me Burns Steakhouse, give me Cody's Roadhouse. I'll buy a steak. Yeah, but Sizzler.
Yeah.
Yeah,
No, those are
yeah,
from old Jersey made cows. I think that they putting out the pasture.
yeah. So
what's going
Actually,
on,
I
well,
never get
Popeye?
steak when I'm there. I always get the chicken. I get the hibachi chicken. Remember that? And
hmm
spicy chicken. I never get the steak there because it's like it's so tough. It's hard to even chew through it. So
Oh boy, yeah, an old Jersey cow, an old Jersey
yep,
heifer.
I
I
think
mean,
so.
and if you're eating steak in Thailand, I mean, check the area first, okay? If all the dogs are missing, you know what you got, okay?
Dun-dun. No, you
I
got to go
think
back.
yes.
If you know
Well,
what,
I will
Thailand
say,
has changed a lot since you've been here. That
Oh,
of all the countries that changed
yeah,
the most, this place is just like, especially here in Bangkok, where I'm at right now. It's
yeah,
just like being in America now. It's not even close to what it was 20 years ago.
uh-huh.
It's
Yeah.
really changed.
Hey, long as you can still get the old soapy rub and tug, okay?
I did. I learned that from you. I had a lot of good times. Thank you very much.
Yeah, and you walk out clean as a whistle on top of it, smelling like a rose.
Not morally, not morally,
Is that
but
what
I was
Philip
talking in
Janet?
the physical sense.
physically, yes, I'm definitely clean. And even my balls were cleaned out. A very, very clean experience.
ah,
Yeah,
thanks for
there
sharing
you
that.
go. That's the way to do it, man.
Yes, it is.
So the genre's been quiet for about 8 days. Hold on, I'll be right back, guys. I got an incoming call.
It's probably Aloe saying, "Did you see my new video?" Haven't seen Aloe around much. Aloe de Winter.
Is he in the
He
mother country or is
disappears.
he in the father country?
He released a video on that YouTuber up there in Angulas. What's her name? Antics, Philippine Antics. And this morning, but haven't seen much. I think he's probably back.
Yeah, Aloe disappears all the time, at least half a year.
Yeah.
He'll just disappear and then he'll come back.
With a vengeance. Oh, man.
Biggie, aren't you ready to go to Europe pretty soon, or did you already come back?
I just got back from Europe. I'll be going to Europe again in May.
Or
I
was
was
it
in
the U.S.
London,
that you're coming to?
Dublin, and pardon me?
Are you coming to the U.S. soon?
I'll be coming to the US in January.
Oh, I don't want to think about that.
It's hard to come sometimes because it's just so long.
Oh,
It's just a whole lot harder to go.
yeah.
But yeah. So yeah, I'll come back from time to time.
What
I don't
we
really
have some viewers. They want to know how was your trip in when you was over in Dubai and Saudi area.
I was in Doha when the bombs were going off, so we couldn't get out.
Wow.
I was supposed to only be there a couple of days, and then I did all this footage there, and then all of a sudden the things started happening, and so we were staying at the hotel, and every few minutes there was another one coming in. And then I had to get out. I had to go do the work in Europe. So I had to drive to Riyadh instead of fly out. Riyadh had opened, and so I was able to get to Riyadh. It was about 6 hours or so, and then flew from Riyadh to London.
Well,
But
you
it
could
was
put that
scary. I
on
mean,
your next
if you're
book.
not used to hearing sirens all the time, it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
I wouldn't want to be anywhere near it, man.
No, but honestly, I kept saying to myself, I got a lot more confidence in our guys and their ability to shoot it down
Yeah.
than I do those morons from Iran to shoot it straight.
Oh yeah.
And I'm happy to say, after 47 years, because I still remember the gas lines and I remember the hostages back in 79 and 80. And
Jimmy
I'm
Carter
glad
time. Yeah.
Jimmy
Yeah.
Carter, who did absolutely nothing but make fools out of us,
Yeah.
finally have a president that said, up your hola Ayatollah, and put a bomb up his ass. I'm glad
Yeah.
that it finally happened.
Oh
It's
yeah.
about time.
Yeah. I don't know. The trouble is
But
they
people
got so many of those people in America
complaining
now.
about it.
That's my worry.
Iranians and American, but
Yeah.
I grew up around Iranians because in LA area we had tons of Iranians. Almost every 7-Eleven was owned by one, and they were very pro-American. If you got to remember that, up until 1979, when the
Yeah, they
Shah
were.
was in Iran, incredibly pro-American, and they were very
Yeah.
westernized back then.
Yes, I do
Yeah.
remember that. Yep. Yep. Yep.
I've never found Iranians to be anti-American. I've known them all over the world, all my travels, and I've never had one. Even same thing with Syria. I never have Syrians that are individual Syrians that are anti-American. I've never
Yeah.
never
Yeah.
experienced that, or
Hey,
Lebanon for that matter.
Yeah.
Richard or Big E, wasn't Casey Kasem? Wasn't he from?
I don't know where he was from.
It's a good
The
point.
guy.
Kind of looked like he might have been from that part of the world.
Well, he spoke perfect English, but I
Yeah, he
seen
did.
him because he was the voice of Batman and Robin. He was Robin, and then he did his
Really?
music show.
Yeah, the top 40, which I never listened to, but he did those long distance dedications. There's some outtakes
He was
did
pretty popular.
that are friggin' hilarious that are on YouTube, where he's going off like when he's doing. You just don't expect it. Yeah.
He looks like he might be from that part of the world, though. It's
I
possible.
think he was.
One thing I will say, aside from the bombs, if you ever get a chance to go to the Middle East, especially Doha, Abu Dhabi, Dubai, those three for sure, I think people would be absolutely stunned at how nice it is there if they've never been there. If you have it in your mind, the idea of what an Arab country is from way back when, it's nothing like that at all when you get there. It's super, super nice. I love it there.
And they treat you good as American?
Phenomenal. Especially in Saudi Arabia, the red carpet is rolled out like you can't even believe. So
You hear
zero, and I
that,
mean
Frank?
zero anti-American. The funny thing is, in Israel, which is the most pro, we're fighting this. They're much more rude than the Arabs are in terms of how you get treated by them officially.
Mm-hmm.
They're more paranoid, and so you get the screening even to go in and out of there is like really insane. But when you go to Saudi Arabia or UAE or Qatar or Bahrain or Oman, any of these places, they're incredibly pro-American.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
the places are so nice. The lifestyle and the quality of life is just, especially in Doha where I was, it's just off the charts. There's hardly any place I've ever been to that's as nice as Doha. I mean, Singapore is, but I put Doha in the top 2 or 3 cities I've ever been to.
Is it affordable for the average Joe to go there?
I don't know. I really don't know that because I'm staying in hotels, so that's something I need to look into. But I would have no problem bringing my entire family and living in any one of those.
Mhm.
If the visa, the big limitation, I'll just tell you the truth, is I the company wants me to move to Europe. This has been going on for years. The only reason why I haven't gone is because I'm dealing with visas for 6 people, and not
Wow.
everybody has an American visa. It's like it's a total disaster. A good example in Malaysia, if you're an American, you get a 3-month visa just on arrival. If you go to Johor Bahru, which is in the south, you can go to Singapore. It's only about a 15, 20-minute deal to go to Singapore. You can come right back 5 minutes later. You got another 3 months. Well, a Filipino gets 1 month. And if you're not right on the border, like we were, and we went to Singapore 4 or 5 times during that month, and they got a new month. But the point is, if you're not right there and you're up in Kuala Lumpur or somewhere else, they have to leave the country every single month by plane. See, that's the limitation. Uh, in Thailand, they get 2 months, and then they can't renew it the same way that Americans can. So every country has different rules, and it's country by country how those rules work out. So I'll give you one other example. I could go to Georgia, which is in Europe, and I get
Oh,
a 1 year stamp on arrival for free, but they only get 1 month, and so it's not a lot of good options. So if I could go to the UAE or to Qatar and say we could all live there for 1 year, we get a 1 year visa, I would move there. I'd have no problem living in Qatar. It's really awesome there. I know that Frank and others are going to criticize it, but they've never been there. They don't know what they're talking about. Don't let the media confuse you because the media is full of fake news. It's really nice there.
cool.
What Kevin wants is to know where the hottest girls are and the most he can find.
Hardest girls in the cheap booze.
Yeah.
Well, let me give you an answer. What I've seen, you should go to the place I just told you, UAE or Dubai or to Qatar, because if you went to Dubai or Abu Dhabi, the bars are full of prostitutes, but they're not like in Thailand where every one of them's from Thailand. You'll have one of them I went to had about 200 girls that working there, and they were all separated by flags. So if you wanted a Ukrainian girl, you go to that one. If you want the black girl, you go here. The Filipino, you go there. Chinese there. Blah blah blah, all the way down the line.
United Nations.
That's you got the United Nations, whatever you're in the mood for that day.
Yeah, but are you paying American prices?
Um, uh, no, and if you're talking about for a girl for a night, it's still going to be cheaper. But again, I have to check as far as prices to live there. I don't know that because I've only stayed in hotels. I haven't researched that, but it's
I
not
like
cheap there. I will
hotels.
say that. Not cheap. I wouldn't call it cheap. It's probably, I think it's more in the middle. I think if Doc M or one of the people who live there, if he happens to be in the chat right now, he would be able to answer that much better than I would. Some of the guys that live there, and he lives in Dubai, I believe.
Uh, yeah, I haven't
All I
seen him
know
for
is
a while. Doc
all I
M.
know is I like it. I like it a lot, and I would have no problem with my kids living there.
Chicken Choker's in the house. Hello, Chicken Choker.
Chicken Choker came on
Uh,
one of my lives and gave a lot of great comments. So I appreciate that.
nice.
Yeah, Chicken Choker has a Filipino wife, and
Lost
she's
Nomads
doing.
in the house. Hello, Lost Nomad.
and lost, of course, with his Colombian wife. You got a lot of
And
guys
she's
here
very
that,
nice looking.
yeah, definitely. So is Richard's wife. Richard Lee
Oh
Rogers
yeah,
has got the jackpot. She's good looking, and she's a nurse. She pays the bills.
and she's a homemaker.
Absolutely.
Well, you guys, I'm going to get ready to get off. I appreciate all of you, you good people, for coming out and hanging out with us here in the bullpen.
All
Do
right.
you guys?
Thank you,
Is
Kevin.
Popeye still with us? It looked like he was on the phone, but I was gonna ask. I was gonna say to Big E, does he have any last words? Richard, what do you got to say for the last words? Richard, you still with us? Well, thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. He had another good show. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. Smash that like button. You guys have a comment? Leave a comment after the show. I'll try to come back and take care of you all. Thank you, Richard. Richard's saying take care of everybody. Thank you guys for coming out and hanging out with us. Eat, drink, and be merry. For tomorrow, you don't know. It could be your last day, so live life to the fullest. Definitely want to give a shout out to my good buddy Captain Billy Jack and his lovely companion. Again, you guys, enjoy your life. Don't enjoy somebody else's life, but you enjoy your own life. Give a big shout out to Barry. Hope everybody's so far. We'll get out, we hope. But yeah, you guys, thanks for coming out. Smash that like button. If you feel generous enough, hit me up on my PayPal or on my super chat. Always appreciated. But yeah, you guys, it's a beautiful day out today. Let me see what the temperature is. Ah, 78 degrees right now. Yeah, it's definitely warming up. Richard said it's warming up slowly in his area. Again, April, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you and your daughters and Honeyco and little Big E and Big E. I want to give a big shout out for those guys coming out and hanging out with us. And here we go. Yeah, you guys. I also want to thank my good buddy from way up in Chiang Mai. Hope him and his beautiful wife is doing good. Great live, Kevin. Thank you, my friend. Take care, everyone. Appreciate that.
I just smelled my wife cooking bacon. I had to go get some.
Ah. Bacon. Everybody likes bacon.
Yeah, it drew me in.
There you go, buddy. Well, I remember a long time ago you would leave the show because you had the urge.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I still have the urge. She's
There you
working.
go, buddy. Well, you're still alive. You're still alive. If you got the urge, you're still a man.
Yeah.
Yeah, today's Thursday. It's 11:26, almost 11:30 here in Kentucky. Again, I want to thank my good buddy Richard. Richard, you got any last words?
I missed half the comments. I was only going like 5 minutes. What did they say? Good. Huh. Well, I hope everybody's having a good weekend, having fun. We hope Barry gets out of jail sometime soon, right?
Yeah, definitely. Definitely. I mean, if you like him, if you don't like him, he has been in there way too long for calling a frail man a name. I mean,
Crazy. Yeah.
but he does, that old man does like to, his hobby is, I'll sue you
Wow.
for slander and for this and for that. But again, give everybody a thumbs up for coming out and hanging out with us. We got 13 people still with us hanging out.
If
We were up to 25 people. Thank you all for coming out. Smash that
Kev,
like button. Leave a comment. Hey Rich.
yeah, usually when you sue somebody for slander, you don't sue a poor person. You're trying to get money out of them. That's the whole point for, defaming your character. But Frank put Barry in jail for what? You know what I mean?
Well,
Didn't get any.
I think Frank wanted to like pound his drum and
Mm,
have everybody look what I did.
yeah.
He's that kind of person.
Yep. Hmm.
Again, he has the little man syndrome.
Yeah. What they used to call that Napoleon complex, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, he's not a man of stature like of me, you, Biggie, Popeye, Mick Fisher, all even um, Doug, and man, all of these people. Even Don C is pretty tall, good size.
Bob Cooper's tall too. He's like six
Yeah.
four. Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, you guys, thank you guys for coming out. Leave a comment.
That was
Hit
good.
me up on PayPal. Did I tell you I have PayPal?
Why not? You got the money to spare, throw it around. Keep it in circulation, as my dad used to say. Yeah.
Thank you guys. Thank you
When's the
guys for coming out. Thank you for your support.
when's the
Again,
Kentucky
thank you,
Derby
Big
this
E.
summer? Yeah.
Thank you, Big E, for coming out, giving us your voice. And
Yeah.
I hope Popeye is going to have a good day. Thank you, Popeye, for coming out and hanging out with us.
Yeah.
All right,
Right.
you guys, I'm going to let you go. Richard, I'll talk to you later on.
Okay, Kev. Take care. Yeah.
All right, buddy. I'll talk to you all later on. Eat, drink, and be merry. Enjoy your life. Enjoy your loved ones. Or if you don't have a loved one, go travel and meet people. All right, you guys. Thanks for coming out. Thanks for hanging out. Peace.